Welcome back, everybody. We are Hard4Games. We are your hosts. I'm Tony.
I'm John.
I'm Corey.
AKA Snesse. Welcome back to the channel, sir.
Thank you.
We have a couple of different PlayStation dev systems today. A PS2 dev system and also a PlayStation Portable DTP-T1000 development system that we're going to be covering in this episode. And then the PS2 system in the next episode. So, gentlemen, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm Hard4Games.
Ooh.
You could say I'm DTP T1000 dev
Nice.
system.
I'm also that.
This is Hard4Games. They become hard. They're Hard4Games. They become hard. They're Hard4Games.
Here we have the Sony DTP T1000 DEVELO, that's a word, development tool featuring the UMD drive, which is a nice relaxing thing to open. Jesus Christ. Okay, we lived. Alright. It's a bit like a bear trap, that. You can see it's got Memory Stick Duo, the worst memory system, until they made that new PS Vita memory system. We've got a drive selector between the UMD and the DUVDA down here.
We got the power.
Yeah, the initialization button, network initialization. As you can see, there's the general purpose output displays and the general purpose input displays. We've also got these little cable spots for the controller, which take a little bit more than you'd think to actually plug in there. And what does the controller look like? Well, it's a PSP.
Not
Except
really.
it doesn't really have the guts of a PSP. Like, you can see there's no battery port. And it's got this wacky cable going to it.
There's no UMD on it either.
Yeah, there's no UMD. It's got the IR. There's no audio jack, because the audio jack's already on this.
Are there speakers on it?
Yeah, it's got the little dinky speakers right near my thumbs. It's still got the stick. Everything otherwise feels pretty similar. Yeah, so this does not actually have any of the processing guts. It's just a display and buttons. It's a controller with a screen in it.
It's basically just displaying what a PSP would display if it were retail.
So it's like a shittier Wii U gamepad.
Yeah.
I think we've lived in comfort too long. I think it's time to open that UMD drive again.
Alright, here we have the back of the development tool. These two ports are covered up. They're like a serial port for diagnosing the unit and such. Here we have another output to extend the Wi-Fi, which is an ad hoc antenna here. We also have a foot switch,
Which is incredibly useful when testing, to be like, oh, hey, something crashed, or there was an issue, core dump.
oh,
We've got our nice network Ethernet cable there. We've got a DC input, which is very strange to see that sort of input instead of the more traditional PC style that's on a lot of dev units.
it's almost exactly like the PSP power adapter.
You know, I was about to grab this PSP to show the comparison, and then I realized that one doesn't have it. But this PSP 2000, no, it's a little different. I wonder if that's more like the slim PS2. Probably.
Could be.
Let's not fry it by just fiddling.
Yeah.
We've also got VGA out with left and right RCA jacks, which is very, very nice. Get some quality video out through that. You know, you could hook this thing into an arcade cab, but then you couldn't hook the inputs into it.
So you could with a Brooks board.
Ooh. Let's just do that. To hell with the rest of this episode. Let's go do that.
All right, so here we are in the PSP menu, and it's, you know, it's pretty much the same here. except for the debug settings. And as you can see, I'm utilizing this as a controller, and this also gives me the same image that's on the TV that we're watching right now. So there are definitely some options here, not as many as we saw with the PlayStation 3. Available memory, UMD cache, circle button behavior.
Change it Japanese or American.
Yep. USB, GPS driver, DVD mode speed, UMD almost compatible, DVD maximum speed.
I like how you could be like, yeah, I would like it to almost be compatible.
Exactly.
Is it that it changes the DVD to be closer to the UMD?
It might be.
I suspect that would be it.
I'm not 100% sure, but if anyone knows, please let us know in the comments.
Because I'm sure the DVD read is way better.
faster,
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much the same here. Now I do have some footage that I'll showcase separately from this. This does play retail UMD discs. However, this particular unit needs a firmware update to do so, so it would not let me actually play the UMD. Also, this disc opener tray is so finicky and fickle that I had to literally hold with my thumb. Hold it shut so it could read the disc.
Early PSPs, I always noticed when you'd open the UMD, it would fire open so hard. And this thing does it too, where it's like sooner or later you'll notice they're like kind of uneven in the back, and sometimes you kind of have to hold them a little bit.
Yeah.
And thankfully with the PSP 2000 and 3000, like, well, why don't we just let you just flip it open? Oh, that works.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit finicky.
Pretty much looks like a PSP though.
Yeah, it is, essentially. Thank you everybody for watching our PlayStation Portable Dev episode. Gentlemen, any final thoughts before we go into the abyss?
It looks like an old 97 IBM PC, but it's cool that they used it for programming all the PSP games.
Yeah, a lot of the dev stuff, they were just fine with it being ugly.
Yeah.
And that's
It got the job done.
Exactly, that's what it was for. Except for that UMD tray.
It is terrifying.
Not get the job done. It is the flakiest thing of all time.
Yeah.
Ooh, careful. I don't want the house to explode. Hey, thank you for joining us. Next episode where we cover this stuff, maybe not chronologically, the next episode, I'm not sure. We're going to do the PlayStation 2 dev system. Thank you all for joining us. Cheers, subscribe, join us on Patreon, whatever you want to do to support. We appreciate it. We'll see you all next time.
See ya.
They're hard.